And the fact that we weren't on the stage to start the show.
I was about to say, like, I don't see us on stage at all.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Think about it. 9 times out of 10, when you go to the theater, you don't start on stage either. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody just flat out on stage like that. But with that being said, welcome to the North Carolina Tar Heels Live, people, Tar Heel Nation, all you good hooligans, somebody's granny who just happened to stumble upon us on YouTube. Thank you, Granny. Appreciate you watching us. And my name is Tornado McCray. My name is Myron McCray, one half of this podcast. And honestly, I'm also the captain of the Hooligan Express. But today it decided not to name me. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But that gentleman over there, that one, he is my co-host, and he is also busy. But he will introduce himself real briefly.
No, I'm not. Don't you give them people false hope.
What? You ain't going to introduce yourself to the people? Wow.
Yo, what's good? What's happening? How you living? It's your boy Ricebox 26, and we back with another North Carolina Live. And remember, we're here with all the news that you want. And on top of that, yes, tricks for kids. And he is a grown child.
and you act as if I'm the only grown child who eats like you don't eat tricks.
First of all, we ain't here airing out people's business.
Oh no, you just aired out mine, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I didn't. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. But y'all got a few things on today's docket, got a few things that we must talk about. Honestly, we don't have to talk about them. Sometimes I think with this podcast and I'm thinking, what are we going to do with the off season? Like, what's our content going to be when it's not like signing day or anything? Are we going to take it more of a natural podcast and just talk about any and everything? Is that in the third?
I think we're just going to sit there and wait for all the Jordan news that's going to come down the pipeline because that's what's going to be it. It's going to be all the off-season news.
Maybe, but one piece of off-season news that people are probably going to talk about is one of the few highlights Bills had so far this season is apparently Bill Belichick may be heading to the Hall of Fame. Nani? So for those of you who do not know, who are not informed, it has been announced that Bill Belichick himself has advanced to the final 12 coaches for the 2026 Pro Football Hall of Fame class. Other than this class do include the likes of Tom Coughlin, Mike Shanahan, George Seifert, Mike Holmgren, as well as Bill Arnsparger, Alex Gibbs, Chuck Knox, Buddy Parker, Dan Reeves, Marty Schottenheimer, and Clark Shaughnessy. And hey, big ups to him. Bro, so big ups to him. However, my issue with this whole process, and I did not know this until I read about it. So the way the coaches for the Hall of Fame is set up is, as it says right here, a blue ribbon committee will reduce the field to 9 semifinalists next month and eventually down to 1 finalist, right? Mike Holmgren earned that spot last year, but fell short in the final vote. The coach will be grouped with one contributor and 3 senior candidates. Between 1 and 3 of those 5 finalists will make it to the Hall of Fame based on getting at least 80% of the votes from the full committee. So essentially what they said, you can whittle it down to this one person. It can be whittled down to the one person who they say, all right, this year, this coach has the best resume and the best chance to make the Hall of Fame. And they still not put you in the Hall of Fame. Say what you want. That's BS to me, dog.
Yeah,
that's a load of horse ratchet.
Because why would you go through the whole process at that point? What's the point of having the process? If you're just gonna tell me,
I don't really feel like it. Like
exactly. Like I don't really feel like.
I'm not feeling you this year, dog. Maybe next year. Maybe you'll win me over next year. And the bad
Like
part is,
basically out of the 10 of us, 2 of us liked you, but the rest of us was like, yeah, maybe next year.
bro, because I feel bad for Mike Holmgren. Because think about it, he was selected last year. He was the finalist last year, not selected, and then this year he has to go up against Bill Belichick.
Like,
He's not
who
getting
went
in
instead?
this year.
Like who went instead last year?
Mike Holmgren. He was the
No, who went
finalist.
instead last year? If Mike Homer didn't
Oh,
make it.
actually, that is a good question. Let me look that up because now you got me curious. So I want to know the final 12.
It was Dwight Freeney, Ryan Gradishar, Devin Hester, Andre Johnson, Steve McMichael, Julius
No,
Peppers, Patrick Willis.
nah, you got those are the players. I want the coaches. I'm looking at the coaches.
There weren't any. It's just all players.
No, I'm looking for the final 12 of the coaches. That's what I'm trying to look up. Because they have a coaches committee every year. They have a coaches committee every year. Like they don't, ain't no way you don't. So let's see. Like this is where is the? I'm gonna find that coaches list because there's no way they don't. AP if AP has it for now, they gotta have it for last year. Like, but to me, it's just a wild situation to be in. To be like, oh hey, like you know, maybe just
So it
maybe.
was Tom Coughlin, Mike Holmgren, Frank Kilroy, Robert Kraft, Buddy Parker, Dan Reeves, Art Rooney Jr., Marty Schottenheimer, Mike Shanahan, Clark Shaughnessy, Lloyd Wells, and John Wooten.
Oh yeah, so you just screwed all of them over for another year. You just screwed all of them with the exception of Kraft, probably, because I think Kraft man got in or whatever. Okay.
Here's the wild part about it, right? Here's the wild part about it. Holmgren, Kilroy, Kraft, Parker, Reeves, Rooney, Shanahan, Shaughnessy, and Wooten were all reached that same stage that they were in class of 2023 too.
Bro, y'all, all right, y'all hoeing these, yeah, right, bro.
And Don Coriel was the coach that made it into
nah,
in
y'all
2023.
hoeing. No, they dirty. They dirty. There's no way. There's no way y'all did this to them for a third straight year. Just to be like, oh yeah, by the way, Bill's eligible this year. So, hey Tom, them 2 Super Bowls you beat, Bill, you're gonna lose this time.
I don't think Tom cares.
Tom does get to say. Tom is one of 2 coaches who gets to say he beat Bill Belichick in the Super Bowl.
Oh, Tom Coughlin.
Actually, how many Super Bowls Belichick go to? 8 with New England?
He went to 8, won 6.
Okay, so Tom Coughlin's the only one who can say he beat Belichick in the Super Bowl.
Yep, because it was supposed to be Tom Coughlin and Pete Carroll, except for that one thing. The one thing we'll never forgive him for.
Pete Carroll, do you understand there's a multiverse where I'm happy? Because you actually ran the ball on the 1-yard line?
Do you know there's a multiverse where 75% of the world was happy because he ran the football?
This is, you know what? I'm going to say this. The current timeline we're in is all because Pete Carroll didn't run the ball on the 1-yard line. What if that was actually the case? What if everything that's happened up to this day, everything since that day is all because Pete Carroll didn't run the ball on the 1-yard line?
Oh, no, I ain't trying to think that hard.
All I'm saying is there's a multiverse out there where that's true.
There is.
There's a multiverse out there where that's true, man. You think You think we'd be happy? You think we'd be? You think it'd be like Avengers Endgame where we'd be living good?
I mean, you want know a wilder statement than that?
No.
Get it anyway. Somebody online said that Patrick Surtain Jr. would lock down Julio Jones with ease and peak Julio Jones with ease. Everybody in the comments like, yeah, nah. I don't. Somebody said maybe two Patrick Surtains could guard Julio.
Mm. With ease is where I'm at. With ease is what's getting me. Like, is Patrick Surtain going to have moments where he does get the best of Julio here and there? Yes. But with ease is where you lose me. You know what I mean?
Somebody said peak. If somebody said Justin
Like,
Fields was Julio Jones at quarterback, then yes.
like I said, they lose me with the at ease part. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. And think about it. If there's anybody you're going to say in today's day and age that could hold peak Julio Jones or could cover him, why not the reigning defensive player of the year? And think about it. He's the first corner to win that award since what? Revis?
I would think so.
Like, if there's anybody
wild about that, Revis.
I was saying, if there's anybody
Revis did great.
He did. That's what I'm saying. If there's anybody you're going to say in like the game right now to make that absurd statement, the only answer you could say is Patrick Surtain. You're not going to sit there and tell me current day Jalen Ramsey is holding him. I'm sorry. Absolutely not.
You know what the answer? You know what the answer should have been?
What?
We're not even going to have this comparison. We're not even going to have this talk. Are you okay? Is everything all right at home? Because now you're just talking nonsense. Nothing against Patrick Surtain. The man is good. The man is real good. But you talking about peak Julio Jones still during a time where you could get your block knocked off.
Again, with ease is what's killing me there. Like I don't think it's impossible. No, but that's my thing. The term Patrick Surtain could guard Julio Jones, peak Julio Jones with ease, absolutely not. Like,
I'm backing up your comment. I'm backing up your, like, with the ease part is what got me. I'm backing you up on this. I'm like, there's no ease in there.
There's no ease. If you said he could hold his own, I could give you that. Like, hold his own, yes. Is he still going to give up 100? Is he still going to give up 102 TDs? Yes.
I would say this: Patrick Surtain Jr. will be able to hold his own on like the second or third time he played Julio in a full game. Because that first time Julio's dog walking him. First time.
I'm saying this.
Will he start tightening it up by the end of the game? Absolutely. Will stuff start changing up by halftime, going to the third and fourth quarter? Absolutely. But that first half, he's wondering who this man is.
Patrick Surtain II would definitely have a struggle at first. He definitely would have a struggle at first. I don't think he would get as torched, but at the end of the day, Julio's still getting 130 on him and 2 TDs. Like, Julio's finishing the game with 130 and 2 TDs minimum.
Oh, listen, what you said he getting 203.
203.
200 receiving yards and 3 TDs.
I ain't gonna do Patrick Surtain that dirty now. Like I said, that is the rated that is the rated defensive player of the year, and I think that's slightly your Atlanta bias coming out. That's just me. Slightly, I think that's slightly coming out.
Bump the Atlanta bias.
I know how good Julio is.
Julio Jones.
I know how. Sir, I was there too.
You should know better than anybody.
And guess what? Guess who wasn't guarding him? Guess who? I can tell you who wasn't guarding him. It wasn't Josh Norman because we didn't have him. I had Luke Kuechly trying to guard this man. So no, I know exactly how that goes down. When you don't have a corner, guess what he gave me? 300. When you have a corner, 150 to 2. But again, the reigning defensive player of the year and Patrick Surtain Jr. right now, not if this is first year Patrick Surtain, second year Patrick Surtain, even third year Patrick Surtain, he's getting torched for 200. After the fourth year, the reigning DPOY, I think he has a shot. Julio still getting 2 TDs? Julio still getting 130? Julio still getting 9 to 10 catches? But it is not getting the 200. I'm not going to disrespect Patrick Surtain like that. Now, any other DB right now? Any other DB in the league right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. Patrick Surtain is the only one that's holding him under 200. Only one. I'll make that claim right now. Patrick Surtain is the only corner right now in the game that can hold Julio under 200. I will make that claim right now. That's including J.C. Horn. That's including Jalen Ramsey right now. That's including name a corner right now that you can think of outside of Patrick Surtain the second, and I promise you, peak Julio Jones is torching him. So please don't get it twisted.
Patrick Surtain has a shot. I'm not arguing that. I wholeheartedly agree that Patrick Surtain Jr. has the absolute best shot out of any corner in the league at this point. Next closest to that is Derek Stingley Jr. is the next closest at corner. However, I'll give the numbers I'll give as my Atlanta bias. But I'm still saying he's closer to 200 yards than he is 100 yards.
Most I can see with Patrick Surtain is 175. That's the most I'm seeing. Like Julio's getting 175.
Believe that. That's fine. We could agree on him getting 180 yards because I'm pretty sure he is. All right.
You know what?
Anyway,
load up the Madden and let's get to it. This ain't even a pro football podcast.
I mean, it's football nonetheless. Anyway, more outrageous statements coming out of this North Carolina Hulu documentary because contract talk is
stupid.
So, in other words, they found the contract. I wasn't even trying to do a transition with that, so don't even think about it too hard.
Oh. Honestly, I was just rubbing my temple. I was already expecting some transition of sorts. I wasn't even mad.
I wouldn't even try hard with this one. It's just the fact that this documentary has not died officially yet is ridiculous.